Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. So I received this message that I'm going to share with you. It reads like this: hello, can you share my story with your viewers? I once shared this testimony when I gave my life to Christ. When I was in college, I then joined the Brotherhood of Darkness, but I didn't know that this brotherhood was something that involved Satanism and other things. I thought it was a church because my friend whom I had met in college, he invited me to this brotherhood saying that it was a church. When I went there, they were even using Bible verses. The only thing that I noticed about this church is that the pulpit that was in front, it was a black pulpit. Later on, when I wanted to join the praise and worship, that is when I noticed that on the pulpit there was a very big cross in front of the pulpit. Then in the middle of that cross there was another cross, but this cross, it was designed upside down. Many people didn't even realize that there was a cross in the middle of that cross. And then the pastor, he always wore black suits. Sometimes he will change colors of his suits, but most of the times he will be wearing all black. So if we were having a church service at night, what they'll do is that when they had made sure that everyone now was seated down and is in church, they will close down the two entrance doors. They were very big doors. When they had closed those doors, each and every window in that church had so many windows, so each and every window, it had something like two curtains. There was a curtain that had a lighter material, then there was another curtain with a heavy material. I saw those curtains in the shop. They are called soundproof curtains. It had a very heavy material. All of those curtains were black in color. So when they had pulled down those black curtains, there was this dark feeling in that church. Then the praise and worship team will start to sing very popular songs that have been sung by Christian artists. If I mention this name of these songs, many people will recognize this artist as they will be singing. The pastor, then sometimes he will stand in front of the church and will be like, let the fire rain down, let the fire rain down. Then people will start to speak in different tongues. Even me, when I joined that church, the first service, I began to speak in many tongues. It only took me one day to speak in different tongues. If you ever enter that church, you just think that everything is just normal because people will be giving their life to Jesus. There will be even an altar call after each and every service. Even the pastor, he encouraged people to pray to Jesus, but deep down in their hearts, they knew that they were praying the other God. So what my friend will do is that he will go out into town, then you walk around asking for people for change. So before I joined the brotherhood, he used to take me along asking for people for change. So I just thought maybe he was running a scam or something. But what will surprise me is that all day long we'll be walking around town asking people for change, and if you give him your change, you will put it aside, but the money will just keep on coming. I don't know where the money will be coming from. Then when we'll knock off, we'll go back to the church. So when we arrived at the church, in front there is a pulpit. It is that same black pulpit that I told you about, that is a big cross and then a little upside down cross in the middle of the big one. So next to that pulpit there was a small glass table. On top of that glass table there was this altar that was made of copper. In that altar there was always white ashes, and these ashes were always warm. I only realized that they were always warm when I joined the brotherhood. So what my friend will do is, when we entered the church, then someone would approach us. This person will be always wearing a black gown. So you will take that money which my friend had collected the whole day, then you will place it above the altar for a little bit, then you will take that money, then they will burn that money and replace those ashes that were in that altar. That is how they stole people's destinies. So when I was accepted into the brotherhood, to cut my story short, I was given an assignment and I was told that I only worked during the Easter holidays and also sometimes during the December holidays. What I'll do is that I'll go out and I had to spill blood for the brotherhood. That is exactly how how they stole people's destiny. So when I was accepted into the brotherhood, my only mission is that I worked during the Easter holidays. Sometimes if there was a lot of work, I also worked during the Christmas holidays, but mostly my assignment was on Easter holidays. So what I'll do is that I'll buy a bus ticket, then I'll board that bus, but I'll not be going anywhere. My only mission will be to cause an accident for that bus. Sometimes it will work out, then blood will be spilled. Sometimes it will not work out. If that bus was going to have an accident, then I'll just disappear from that bus moments before an accident. Then I'll just get into another car before Easter. Then I'll be given a location where I was supposed to spill the blood. Then also I'll be given a target of how much blood was supposed to be spilled. So I'll make sure that I'll reach those targets. In short, this is my story. There are so many things that happened whilst I was in the brotherhood, but some of the things I am so afraid to speak about them because I don't have any kind of protection. Some of these people are very rich people. If they don't attack you spiritually, financially, physically, they can cause you so much harm that you ever regret speaking out. So please just share this short story of mine. Dear brothers and sisters, that was a message that I received from Anonymous. What an eye-opener. Let's meet again in the following episodes.